So today we're going to talk about the 7 signs of attention-seeking behaviors. So stay tuned. Hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sindy V King. I'm a creator of Calling My King. I help transform women to create lasting love through Vedic astrology, neuroscience, and transactional analysis so that she becomes the queen of love. And today we're going to talk about the 7 signs of attention-seeking behaviors. And I'm not here to shame anybody if that's something that you do, but I want you to recognize these behaviors. Either you can get some support so you get emotional inventory, so you have a better emotional inventory so that you can express yourself. And if you're seeking support, you know how to describe it, and that's what it's here for. And if you know anybody that actually might fit in this category, please share this video, because sharing is caring and information is so vital so that you can recognize these signs and symptoms and what you can do next about it as well. Okay, so to get started, the first one is something that I always talk about on my channel, is really balancing between the masculine and the feminine energy. And we all have left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. And if that's too already woo-woo, not too scientific for you, then the concept of the yin and the yang. So we all have left side, right side. We need to balance between the both. And if we don't balance between the both, what actually happens, we overcompensate one side to the other side. So I really want you to understand, like, that's what is actually happening here. So you can either over exaggerate the feminine quality or you suppress the masculine quality, and that's why you overcompensate that your strongness, your toughness, but really you're actually hurting inside. Okay, number 2 has to do with fishing for compliments. So that means when you have a lack of dopamine and serotonin, you're always going to seek out external things in the external world. And that means even through social media, also maybe making fake profile, over exaggerating certain things about, so that you can get the attention that you're looking for. And it doesn't mean positive compliment, and it doesn't mean it's also a negative. You're just seeking because you're lacking in this area, and it has to do with lack of dopamine and serotonin. So the third one has to do with control, wanting to control others, because there's a lack of feeling of your inner peace. So you're going to use manipulation of sort, or a negative component of the script of getting what you want, but you're still getting those attention and people are still talking about you. Doesn't matter if it's a positive thing or a negative thing. You are seeking control for other people by telling them how to run their life, or how to do it and what you can do and what they can't do. So that's one form of controlling, or you're manipulating the story, telling them, oh, I didn't hear about that. It's very similar to gaslighting as well. Number 4 has to do with insecurity. When you're insecure, what has to happen here is lack of nurturing. And when you are a lack of nurturing, you're going to act out like a bad behavior, because even it gets people's eyes turning. So that's the reason why that's considered to be a seeking behavior here. Number 5 has to do with lack of fulfillment. When you're feeling lack of fulfillment, you're always trying to prove yourself that you are number 1, and you always feel unfulfilled regardless of the goal. You never can step back and be like, wow, this is a wonderful thing that I have done. Again, it ties back with the dopamine, feeling that reward system. That is the greatest thing. But when you are feel unfulfilled, you're just doing it for seeking attention, like a gold medal per se, or you got promoted, but it has a lack of feeling emptiness. There's a course of void here. That's like how I would call it. Number 6 has to do acting like impulsive. When you are acting like impulsive, guess what? You're not using a lot of thinking and judgment and strategy in order to kind of get where you are. And when you act impulsive, you're kind of showing off, look, this is how great I am. This is how I'm just going with the flow. And there's a sense of egocentric here that you don't see everybody else. You're willing to step over anybody in order to get where you want to go. But it is one form of seeking attention here. Okay, nobody really talks about this, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. But maybe let me know what you think as well down in the comment below. Loneliness is number 7 here. When it comes down to loneliness, you have this pain and this feeling, and you want to share those experience, or even you feeling helpless, being the victimized, but you're seeking for people who have empathy for you. It's more important to have professional support here and rewriting those scripts so you don't end up being in the victim mode. Because when we are seeking loneliness, we're going to always, either you overcompensate, again, not getting the help that you need, or you overexpress yourself to the social media or to the world, and really you're asking for attention in that way. And it could be a negative or a positive, doesn't matter what it is. If you're going through something like is very challenging, there's a sense of fear and anxiety, guess what? I want you to get the professional support that you really need, because overcoming this alone is never easy, and overexpressing it to the world is not going to be very beneficial. And sometimes our family members and friends are not that in that field. Does that make sense? And that's why I call this is number 7. So maybe if this is something that you are dealing with, these 7 signs of attention behavior, these are the few things I have listed. Their list is so great here. It could be anything, but if you're coming off in the painful way or feeling a void of feelings, that means you're neglecting your feeling or suppressing it, or you're overexpressing it, but you really need help. And if you are seeing this in a friend or a family member, please address this to them, that they need the support that they need. I want to thank you so much for watching my video, and I totally appreciate you being here, because information is so key to finding the success that you're looking for in a romantic encounter and making money and wherever you are connected in a relationship wise. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye now. Look, if you're serious about being fearless in love and ready to be treated like a queen, links is down below to book a time. I got over 100 videos on YouTube, and I post new videos every week. So make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You get notified when new videos goes live. If your friend is actually stuck in love, share and like my video. I do take requests on topics and answer your burning question about your relationship. So just leave a comment down below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.